Hey guys, um, it's Sunday, and I think we all know what that means. Another week, another fucking week, Monday through Friday, man. But that's not what I wanted to talk about. I don't know, I've just been watching a lot of TV at night, especially. 'Cause sometimes I can't sleep. You guys know this already. I like watching like the Housewives because I like analyzing each one of them, seeing who's a bad person, who's a good person. So it's difficult sometimes, you know. But what I wanted to discuss today was something that's been itching at my skin. That's just really creepy and scary about the Housewives of Beverly Hills. And so, you know, to my girlies out there, and I don't know if guys watch Housewives, but it's fun to watch because it's like real life. And they confront each other about everything. So in the Housewives of Beverly Hills, season 4, we get a new person, Carlton, right? You know, of course, the group of girls wanted, you know, include her in the group. You know, they go to her house, you know. Of course, there's a few things that feel off. She has crosses and all these different kinds of religion symbols. So, of course, it's confusing to the girls. It's just like, oh, is she Christian, Catholic? You know, like, what is she? But, you know, Carlton finally says she's Wiccan, right? But that's not the point. I'm giving you a little context. Wiccan, Carlton explained in the reunion, is basically harvesting nature's energies and using them in a positive way. Right? We'll believe that for the sec. But let me explain this. Kyle and Carlton get into a little fight. I don't remember exactly every detail because it just happened so fast. But you know, it got ugly between Kyle and Carlton. Then Kyle goes home and she claims that she's with her kids. She has her computer right there. She says that her computer screen like changed like automatically without her control. She wasn't even by the computer. And all of a sudden, Kyle says these pictures come up saying bigot or liar. I don't know what other else, but bigot really stood out to me, and I'll tell you why. All right, so Kyle, you know, she's freaking out that day, and the next day she meets up with her friend, and Kyle is like, what the fuck? You're not going to believe what just happened to me when I got home. And she explains what happened, and the crazy part is that Kyle shows, like, pictures of the computer screen saying these things. Like, it was just really creepy, and I thought it was bullshit. You know, I'm like, oh, Kyle probably fucking went to the computer and did that shit on her own. But no, it actually looked like a screensaver. It didn't look like a picture she pulled up from Google. You know what I'm saying? It looked like an actual screensaver, like somebody saved it, and it was just like multiple things were being said, and it was multiple screens coming up. So that was kind of ridiculous. So anyway, yeah, she shows the proof, she shows the pictures of it, and I'm like, okay, whatever. She's probably making it up. But listen to this. The reunion starts, you know, how it usually does at the end of each season. Kyle and Carlton confront each other about other things. And you're not going to believe this, okay? Carlton, to kind of hurt Kyle, she calls her a bigot. And I'm like, that don't look good for you, sis. That don't look good for you, sis, after what Kyle just showed to her friend. And I'll tell you the most creepy part about it. Carlton calls Kyle a bigot But Kyle just sits there and she doesn't catch on to the fact that that's exactly what was said on her screen. She doesn't catch it at all. Like, she doesn't say anything. She just ignores Carlton. Shit, I forgot what else. Shit, it's like... And I feel like the whole reunion, like all the episodes of the reunion, they don't discuss that. I don't think they even discuss the screensaver at all. So that was really, like, suspicious. And it gets better, watch. It gets really fucking creepy. And I think, the girls to the girls. As you saw in the other episode, something happens to Joyce's husband. He gets really sick out of nowhere. And I believe that because that's just crazy. That's just really crazy. And I think, Carlton and Joyce were at it as well. And then all of a sudden that happens to Joyce's husband on the same day, a few hours later. Like, from someone that can, like, I'm talking about me. From someone that can, like, see certain spirits and feel them and they can talk to me, I can talk to them. Like, that's real. Like, to get in contact with the other world, it doesn't take that long. It really doesn't. And maybe a couple hours. And that was pretty much the time frame for both of those situations a couple hours later. And you could see Carlton's face, when they're at it in a fight. Like, she gets really angry. And she's just like, watch yourself when you get home. Nobody says that. Nobody says that like that. And I'm going to tell you why. There's no fire without smoke. It's just so hard to explain. Like an accusation won't come out there unless there's some sort of proof, some sort of, I don't know, I think that's the best way to say it. Like, there's no, any accusation about somebody, yeah, that's basically the best way I can explain it. So, but wait, I searched it up, and I'm like, okay, was Carlton in season 5 as well? Did she continue the show? She didn't. She left after season 4. And I could tell you why. I could literally feel her energy. Like, right after I saw that, I'm like, she definitely felt guilty. And she definitely felt like she didn't want to hurt the girls anymore. That's what I can tell you. It's crazy. It's fucking crazy. But yeah, it's just like I said, something that was itching at me, so. And I think it's juicy as well, so. I hope you guys enjoyed hearing that, and hopefully you don't get nightmares tonight. That's why you gotta be careful who you hang out with. Like, I'm sorry, there's so many things that can happen. And this is just one of them. This is just one of them out of the million things that can happen with bad people. Like, but we're not gonna dive into that right now. Alright, see you guys.